Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a 3x3 Rubik's Cube tutorial. Now this should be very easy to follow along with, and it is fairly simple. This is going to be the beginner's method. So first step is have a scrambled cube. Alright, that looks good. So the first step in solving this is to solve the white cross, which is having these edges all white and matching up with the correct centers. So first thing you want to do is find a white edge. I have the white blue right here. So what you're going to want to do is get the white facing down. So down as in white be on the yellow side. So to do that, simply move it up to the side. So turn the front face like this, and then just rotate the right side down, and now it is on the bottom. Now as you see, this is the white blue, so now we are going to want to line up the blue with the blue center like this. So now it is the white blue is placed correctly in the blue center. Now all you're going to want to do is put it up to the white center, and to do that just turn the front face twice, and as you see, you now have correctly placed your first edge. Now you're going to want to find the second edge, which is right here, the white green. Now again, you're going to want to get it to the bottom. So it's already on the side here, so just move that down. So it's on the bottom now. And it is green, so you want to match it up with the green center. And then you're just going to turn the front face twice, and that lines up the white with the white. Now you've placed two edges, correctly. Now find the next one, which is right here, white orange. So now you're going to want to move it over like this. Now as you see on mine, when I move it over, I mess up this edge, which is okay because we can fix that in a couple of seconds. So you're going to want to so it was like this, put it to the side, bring it down, and now you're going to want to correct any mistakes that you made. See, we misplaced this. You just turn that back, and now you have the white on the bottom. Now it is already connected to its correct center, so now you're just going to turn the front face twice and line it up. Now find the last one, which is right here. It is the red and white, so it is already on the bottom. Now just line it with red and turn the front face twice. So now you have successfully created the white cross and have it all oriented correctly. Now the second step is solving the corners. As you can see, here is the white, orange, blue corner. So what you're going to do is look at these two colors, so orange and blue, and you're going to put the corner between the orange and blue centers with the white piece on the bottom layer, so the bottom layer here, and the white facing towards you. Now, this is already correctly placed. This is optimal position, and you're going to want to make sure every corner that you have is in this position. Now the corner can be in two places, on the left or on the right. This time it is on the right and between the two centers, so you're going to want to move it to the left. So you move it away. You're going to want to bring down the right side because it was on the right, and you're going to want to turn it back to connect the whites, these two whites, and put it up. So now you've placed this corner, so now you're going to want to look for the next one in the bottom layer. Here's one in the bottom layer. It is the white, red, and green. So you're going to want to put it between the red and green centers. So now the white is facing us, which is good. It is in the bottom layer, which is good, and is between its two centers. Now this time it is on the left side, so you're going to want to turn it away to the right. Bring down the left side. Bring it back over to connect these two, and put it up. Now you've successfully placed two of your corners. Time to find the next one. Here it is. It is the orange and green and white. So now this, it is in the bottom layer, which is what we want, but it is not, the white is not facing us when we put it in between its two centers, which is not good. So what you're going to want to do is place it between its two centers. Then you're going to want to move whatever side it is on. Mine is on the right, so I'm going to move the right down. Don't worry about this corner. It is not placed correctly, so it is a garbage piece. So you're going to want to put this layer down, spin this twice, the bottom layer twice, and move this up, and move that back over. So now you can see we have successfully oriented the corner the way we need it to be, with the white facing us. So now it is between its two centers, and the white is facing us. It is on the left again, so move it away to the right, bring down the left, move the bottom layer back over, and lift this up. So now you have 3 out of the 4 corners placed. You're on the last one, which is the red-blue. So it is correctly placed between its two centers. The white is facing us. It is on the left once again, so move it away to the right, bring down the left side, move it back, and put it up. So now you've successfully created your first layer, and everything is aligned with its correct center. Now you're ready to move on to the second layer. So now for the second layer, you're going to look for all of these edge pieces. There are 4 of them, and what you're going to do is look in the bottom layer for these edge pieces. You're going to want to look for pieces that do not have yellow on them, or in my case it is, don't look for yellow. For you, whatever color is opposite of what you started with. For me, it is yellow. So I do not want any yellow pieces, because that belongs in the bottom row. So here is a piece, the green, red. So what you want to do is look at this color, the one that is facing us, and put it so it is lined up with its center. And then you're going to want to look at the bottom color, which is red. And now this color center is either going to be on the right or the left. For me, it is on the right, red and red. So I'm going to want to move it away to the left, bring down the right side, place this back in, and move this back up. Now, as you can see, you have misplaced this corner. So what you're going to want to do is hold the cube like this. It will already be in optimal position between the two centers. So you're going to want to replace this in. You're going to want to turn it away to the left, to the right, I mean. Bring down the left, move it back, and place it up. Now, successfully replacing this corner also means that you successfully placed this edge, and it is correctly placed. Now for the next edge, here's the green-orange. So again, you're going to want to look at this color and match it up with its center. And look at the bottom color, which is orange. And orange is on the left side here. So I'm going to want to move it away to the right. Bring down the left. Move this back over. Lift the left back up. Now I'm going to want to place this corner again. So move it away. Bring this down. Place it back in. And put it up. Now I've successfully placed two of the edges. Now, looking again for another one, here's the orange-blue. So, look at this color, match it up with the rest of the orange. See that it is blue. The blue is on the left, so you're going to want to move it away to the right, bring down the left, bring this back, place it up. Now, you're going to want to replace this corner, so move it away, bring it down, put it back in, and lift it up. So now you have created 3 of your edges. So now looking in the last layer, all of them have yellow in it, which means that our edge is in the correct spot, just not oriented correctly. So what you're going to want to do is place a garbage piece in. So any edge that you want in the bottom layer now, just placing correctly into this spot. So you're going to want to take this piece, move it away to the right, bring down the left, move it away, bring it up. Now you replace this corner, move it away, bring this down, move it back, and lift it up. So now, as you can see, here is our edge that we need. So, going to want to align it up with the center, and the bottom color is red, and red is right here on the left. So move it away to the right, bring this down, move this back, place the left back up, and replace the corner. So move it away, bring down this, put it back in, and lift it up. So now you've successfully created your first 2 layers. Now you can flip the cube over so that your final side is facing up. Now, for this, you're going to have 4 possibilities. This, you're going to have the line. So don't worry about any of the corners. You're just going to look for the edges and the center. So you're going to want to create the cross again. So you're going to have 4 possibilities. One is the line here. Another is the completed cross. Another is the L shape. And the final is the dot. So, with the dot, if you have the dot, what you're going to want to do is hold the cube in any way as long as this layer is up, and you're going to want to perform the following algorithm. You're going to want to turn the front face to the right. You're going to want to bring up the right, spin the top to the right clockwise, bring down the right, move this back over, and finish off with another front turn. Now you have the L shape. Now the L, you're going to perform the same algorithm again, but you have to make sure that one of the legs of the L is facing you, so this is facing us, and one is facing away to the right. Now perform the same algorithm, which is turn the front face clockwise, bring up the right, spin the top clockwise, bring down the right, spin the top counterclockwise, and spin the front face counterclockwise. Now, as you can see, we have the line. For the line, you're going to want to hold it so it is horizontal and perform the same algorithm again. So front face clockwise, bring up the right, spin the top clockwise, bring down the right, spin the top counterclockwise, and spin the front face counterclockwise. Now you have the completed cross. The next step for this is orienting the cross so that all of its edges line up with the corresponding center. See, like this is lined up. Now, when you create the cross, you're always going to have two edges correctly aligned. It may take a couple turns to find out. Like this. So I have the orange edge lined up and the green edge lined up. Now, the red and the blue, they are not lined up and they need to be switched. So what you're going to want to do is hold one of the incorrect edges towards you and one incorrect away from you. I mean, not away from you, to the right. And so that there is a correctly placed one away from you and a correctly placed one to the left. So you're going to want to perform the following algorithm. You're going to want to bring up the right, spin the top twice, bring down the right, spin the top back one, bring up the right, and spin the top back once more, and bring down the right. Now, you're going to want to finish off with a top spin, and you will see you correctly placed all of the edges. Now on to the corners. So you're going to want to find some of the corners. There are going to be a couple possibilities with this. You're going to either have no edges that are correctly placed, and by correctly placed I mean like this is correctly placed but is not oriented correctly, because the green, orange, and yellow is in between green, orange, and yellow. But none of the other ones are correct. So if you have none of them correct, you can hold it any way you want and perform the following algorithm. Bring up the right, bring up the left, spin the top clockwise, bring up the right, spin the top counterclockwise, bring down the left, spin the top clockwise and bring down the right, and spin the top counterclockwise. Now you should have one piece that is correctly placed, which is this one. None of the other ones are correctly placed. So now once you have one correctly placed, you're going to want to put this one in the, if you're holding it like this, the bottom right. So you have it right here. When you perform the same algorithm again, so lift up the left, spin the top clockwise, bring up the right, spin the top counterclockwise, bring down the left, spin the top clockwise, and bring down the right, and spin the top counterclockwise. So now you should have all of your edges, all of your corners correctly placed. If you do not, keep that corner where it was and perform the algorithm again, and you should have all of your corners placed. Now the final step to this is orienting all of your corners. So what you want to do is, there are going to be many possibilities for this, so I'm not going to be able to go over all of them. But when you have an edge that is, when you're holding it, that the yellow is to one of the sides, like this is over to the right, when you do the following algorithm, that will place it so the yellow will be on top then, which is what you want. So in my case, I have one that is correctly oriented and placed. So I'm going to want to put this one next. So I'm going to keep it here and perform the following algorithm. Bring up the right, spin the top twice. Now this is going to seem very familiar because it's the same algorithm that you use to orient the cross. So you want to bring up the right, spin the top twice, bring down the right, spin the top counterclockwise, bring up the right, spin the top counterclockwise, bring down the right. Now without rotating your cube at all, do this on the left side. Bring up the left, spin the top twice, bring down the left, spin the top clockwise, bring up the left, and spin the top clockwise, and bring down the left. So now I have these two correctly oriented. So now this, I want to hold these two on the right. So I have the yellow facing me and a yellow facing away. Now I'm going to have to do this, the same algorithm twice. So the algorithm again is bring up the right, spin the top twice, bring down the right, spin the top clockwise, counterclockwise, bring up the right, spin the top counterclockwise, and bring down the right. Now again, without moving your cube at all, you're going to want to bring up the left, spin the top twice, bring down the left, spin the top clockwise, bring up the left, spin the top clockwise, and bring down the left. So now you have these two yellows to the right. Now perform the algorithm one more time. Bring up the left, spin the top twice, bring down the right, spin the top counterclockwise, bring up the right, spin the top counterclockwise, and bring down the right. Now, again on the left, bring up the left, spin the top twice, bring down the left, spin the top, bring up the left, spin the top again, and bring it down. Now you should have a fully solved cube.